it's only 5 o'clock. Basically, I got up this morning early from Tirana, flew here to Istanbul, and when I connected to Wi-Fi, my phone didn't change the time. So, when I thought I was walking to board my flight, I was actually walking to a closed gate and the flight had left. Now, the biggest downside to this is that I don't like this light. I think that's better. See, the biggest downside to missing this flight, it's not that big of a deal, except the next flight to Ghana is in 2 days. So I had 48 hours to spend in this airport. Ooh. They're not changing colors. I thought they would change colors. Oh, now they changed the color. How's that? So now what's happening is I could get a visa to leave the airport, but there's a lot of hassle, a lot of unnecessary stress before I go on my trip to Ghana. So I've just booked this transit hotel where I haven't had to leave security. I'm not technically in Turkey yet. And I'm gonna see what I can do here in 48 hours. This might be miserable and it might be really fun. Actually, it will probably be miserable. It throws off my entire trip to Ghana. But I think it'll end up being okay. And this, I don't know, I'm gonna try to make the most of this. And try to have fun in an airport transit hotel. Well, in the airport. The girl at the front desk told me to drink as much water as I can because it's complimentary. For the price of this hotel, you better believe I'm gonna get my money's worth. Oh. Whew. Oh. Oh, there we go. Now I need some music in here. What the heck is going on? Connecting to the internet. Success. So part of what's paid for at this hotel is a lounge downstairs that allegedly has 24/7 buffet. So we're gonna check out how good that is. Did I go right direction? Oh, no, I took the wrong turn. This place is confusing. It's massive for being in a hotel. I mean, I'm tired. It's massive for being in a hotel. In an airport. I've stayed in something like this before in Singapore. Yeah. And it was much smaller. You didn't feel like you were in an actual hotel. I think this one must be newer. I also stayed in something similar in London, but that was basically a capsule hotel. Oh, it's been about 7 hours now since I got here, so about 40 left to go. I'll be able to get some sleep without needing to set an alarm, so that's nice. Oh, it's been like 16 hours now. It's hard to tell what time it is because we're in the middle of a hotel in the middle of an airport. So no sunlight comes in. But, alright. 30 hours to go. Let's see how we kill this time. Let's go wander around this airport. Here's a map of the Istanbul airport. Now I'm right here. And I want to see how many steps it takes me to walk back through the mall area and up to the opposite corner of the airport to there. I figure it's kind of boring, but what else do I have to do? So according to my watch, I've walked 1,232 steps so far. And I'm on this end. I'm going to walk to the opposite end, and I will update you on the number of steps when we get there. What do you do in an airport for 48 hours? Don't worry, I'm not going to cheat by using the moving sidewalks. This is all manual, baby. From where I started, so it's time to check the old watch for the step meter. 3,451 steps. Not too bad. Could do it 3 or 4 more times and call it a pretty good workout. So the stat I saw is that this airport has like 5 different runways, and 2 of them are just used for emergencies, I think is what it was, and there are 3 that are used consistently, and on average they have a plane take off every 74 seconds. Which is just wild to me. But watching these planes go by, it makes sense. There goes another one. And for how busy it is, I mean, it just like, it seems like it's super empty in some parts. When you're on the very ends of the wings of the airport, of the gate, there's like nobody around. Everyone stays in the main shopping area, which I guess makes sense, but there's some decently quiet spots around too. Something interesting that I found is that this airport is basically busy the entire night. Most of these shops don't close even at like 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning. I mean, some do, but a lot of them don't. And there's just people everywhere. I read online that there's an average of 210,000 people that pass through this airport on a daily basis, which is wild. This trip hadn't been such a disaster for me. It's a pretty nice way to travel. Take a 2-day break between flights. I mean, not that staying in the airport is the best option for that, but I don't mind the rest. I'll be honest though, it feels nice to walk around without any bags whatsoever. Just leave them in my room.
What's going on? It's Zavorsky. He's figured out the quarters.
came down to the lounge one more time this evening to get a little sparkling water before I go to sleep. I have about 16 hours left until my flight takes off. I have 5 hours until my plane takes off, and 2 hours until I have to be out of this hotel. I'm gonna pack my stuff up, go eat some food, and then go make sure I don't miss my flight. It's a bit weird sleeping right inside security. It's nice, don't get me wrong, because I have the stress of passing through security and immigration and everything, and then I wake up and walk out of the hotel and I'm just right in the middle of the terminal, so it's fine. I don't know where my gate is yet, but I have my boarding pass, and I will not miss this flight. Not a chance. And I'm very thankful that there's a hotel in this airport. Otherwise, I would have been sleeping on this floor, and it would have been a completely different story. It's just the beginning of an adventure, and heading to a country I've never been to, and I'm excited to get there. But had I been sleeping on the floor of this airport, I would have been miserable by the time I got to Ghana.
My colleague Captain Chumbler, we are together with you on flight from Istanbul to Baghdad. Today our flight time will be about 6 hours and 35 minutes, and now we are about to complete all preparations. Expect to close doors and start engines in about 10 minutes.